Do you understand English but still struggle to speak fluently? Do you sometimes know exactly what you want to say, but when you open your mouth, your brain freezes? Don't worry, you are not alone. Millions of English learners around the world feel the same. The truth is, speaking English fluently is not about knowing big words or perfect grammar. It's about training your brain to think in English, naturally, easily, and confidently. Today in this lesson, I'll share 8 powerful secrets that have helped thousands of learners stop translating, start thinking in English, and finally speak like themselves, but in English. So grab your notebook, relax, and let's go on this English fluency journey together. Tip 1. Stop translating in your head. Let's start with the biggest secret of all. Stop translating from your language to English. When you translate every word, you slow your brain down. It's like trying to drive a car with the handbrake on. It just doesn't move smoothly. Here's what happens. You think of an idea in your native language. Then you look for English words. Then you build a sentence. And by the time you're ready to speak, the conversation has already moved on. Sound familiar? The problem isn't your vocabulary, it's your method. You're trying to use 2 languages at the same time. So what's the solution? Learn and use short sentences and phrases, not single words. For example, instead of remembering sleep, remember I want to sleep. Instead of remembering hungry, remember I'm hungry. Instead of remembering coffee, remember, can I have a cup of coffee? Your goal is to train your brain to connect ideas, not just words. Mini exercise. Right now, think of 3 sentences you use every morning in your native language. Now say them in English, out loud. For example, I need to brush my teeth. Where are my keys? I'm late for work again. Say them naturally, no translation, just speak. That's how fluency begins, one real sentence at a time. Tip 2, talk to yourself in English. This one might sound funny, but it's incredibly effective. Yes, talk to yourself in English. You don't need a partner. You don't need a teacher. Your best practice partner is you. When you talk to yourself, you train your mouth to move, your tongue to find rhythm, and your brain to stay in English mode. You can do this anywhere. When you're cooking, I'm boiling water. I'm cutting the vegetables when you're driving. The traffic is crazy today. When you're walking, the weather feels nice. I love the breeze. It's like mental gym for your English muscles. Reflection. Prompt. Think about your daily routine. How many moments could you describe in English if you tried? Start small. Pick 3 moments today and narrate them in English. Remember, practice doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be consistent. Tip 3. Think in English all day. This is the real game changer. Start thinking in English, not just speaking it. Thinking in English means your brain doesn't have to translate. It just reacts. It's like switching your internal software. How to do it. Start small. Describe what you see around you in simple English. Example. It's a sunny morning. There's a cat on the wall. That man looks tired. I forgot my phone again. It might feel strange at first, but after a week, your brain will start doing it automatically. Real-life conversation. Example, imagine this. You're walking with a friend and you see rain clouds forming. Your brain used to think, looks like it will rain. Translate, it will rain soon. But now your brain just says, looks like it's going to rain. No translation. Instant connection. That's fluency. Psychological insight. When you think in English, you stop treating English like a subject and start treating it like a skill. Your brain builds faster pathways. just like how you never translate your own native language. You just speak it. Tip 4. Learn phrases, not words. Here's a huge secret fluent speakers know. They don't think word by word. They think in chunks. These chunks are phrases that appear together naturally. For example, by the way, as soon as possible, at the end of the day, I'll get back to you. That sounds great. Each one is like a Lego block. When you know enough of these blocks, you can build conversations effortlessly. Quick exercise. Take the word book. Now build 3 natural phrases. Read a book. Return a book. A good book can change your life. That's how vocabulary turns into communication. Cultural insight. Native English speakers rarely memorize single words. They pick up natural word combinations from movies, songs, and conversations. So start noticing patterns like make a decision, do the dishes, take a break. When you speak, these patterns will make your English sound smoother and more natural. Tip 5. Listen like a detective. Fluency doesn't begin with speaking, it begins with listening. Think of every movie, podcast, or YouTube video you watch in English as your language gym. But here's the trick. Don't just listen passively. Listen actively. Pay attention to how words connect. How do native speakers reduce words? For example, I'm going to becomes I'm gonna. What are you doing becomes what you doing. This is called connected speech, and it's how real people speak. Exercise. Next time you watch a show, pause after a line and repeat it exactly as you heard it. Try to copy the rhythm, stress, and tone. This isn't imitation, it's immersion. Reflection. Prompt. Ask yourself, how does this phrase sound in real life? Because English fluency is not about perfect pronunciation. It's about clear communication with natural rhythm. Tip 6. Use English in real situations. You don't need to live in London or New York to speak real English. You can create English moments wherever you are. Start with small, real actions. Write your grocery list in English. Change your phone language to English. Comment on a YouTube video in English. Order food in English if possible. Every little moment counts. Real conversation. Example, at a cafe. You. Hi, can I get a cappuccino, please? Barista. Sure. Medium or large? You. Medium, please. And can I have it to go? That short interaction is worth more than 2 hours of grammar drills. Psychological insight. The brain learns faster when it feels emotion and purpose. When English becomes part of your real life, your memory becomes stronger and your fluency grows naturally. So don't wait for the perfect English moment. Create it. Tip 7. Shadow native speakers. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say immediately, like an echo. This is one of the most powerful exercises for pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence. How to do it. Choose a short video, 1 to 2 minutes. Play one sentence. Pause. Repeat exactly what you heard. Same tone, same speed, same emotion. At first, it'll feel challenging, but after a few sessions, your mouth will begin to remember English sounds. Example, play a line from a movie. You can do it if you believe in yourself. Repeat it 3 times, matching every sound. You'll notice how your pronunciation, tone, and confidence begin to improve together. Reflection. Shadowing connects your ear, your brain, and your mouth, the holy trinity of fluency. Tip 8. Relax and let mistakes happen. Let's be honest. Fear is the biggest fluency killer. Many learners know the words, the grammar, and the sentences, but they don't speak. Why? Because they're afraid of making mistakes. But here's the truth. Every fluent speaker you've ever admired made thousands of mistakes. Mistakes are not failure. They're evidence of progress. When you speak and someone corrects you, celebrate it. It means you're learning. When you forget a word, describe it. Can't remember umbrella? Say that thing for the rain. That's communication. That's fluency. Real example, imagine this. You're talking to someone and forget the word refrigerator. You can simply say, you know, that big cold box where we keep food. They'll understand you instantly. That's fluency in action, expressing ideas, not chasing perfection. Cultural insight. In many English-speaking cultures, confidence matters more than perfection. People appreciate clarity, not complexity. So even if your grammar isn't perfect, your energy, tone, and willingness to connect will always stand out. Common mistakes English learners make. Let's quickly go over a few habits that stop learners from speaking fluently. Overthinking grammar. Grammar is useful, but communication comes first. Speak now, correct later. Waiting for confidence before speaking. Confidence doesn't come before speaking. It comes from speaking. Learning words without context. Always learn vocabulary in real sentences. Studying too much. Practicing too little. Fluency is a skill, not a theory. You can't swim by reading about swimming. You have to jump into the water. Mini Fluency Challenge. Let's do something fun before we end. I want you to take the 7-day English Thinking Challenge. Day 1. Describe your morning in English. Day 2. Talk to yourself for 3 minutes about your goals. Day 3. Watch a short English video and shadow it. Day 4. Write your to-do list in English. Day 5. Speak English while cooking or cleaning. Day 6. Record yourself talking for 2 minutes. Day 7. Review your progress and reward yourself. 7 days, and you'll feel your brain beginning to switch naturally into English. Let's be real. English fluency doesn't happen overnight, but every word you speak, every sentence you build, every moment you think in English is progress. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. You just need to sound like you, confident, clear, and comfortable in English. Remember, stop translating. Talk to yourself. Think in English. Learn phrases. Listen like a detective. Use English daily. Shadow others. And never fear mistakes. Do this, and one day soon, you'll realize you're not just learning English anymore. You're living it. If this lesson helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who are learning English too. You're watching Everyday English Lab, where we make English simple, natural, and real. See you in the next video.